Okay, what was I going to talk about? Oh, yeah. Here comes Mr. Jeep. The neighbor keeps the road hot. You ever notice people like that? Oh, they can never stay home. Always gone, gone, gone. It's like, don't you love your home? Don't you like being there? Anyway. Cameron's practicing his guitar, so I don't know any way to eliminate the background noise from that, and it'll overpower my video. So I'm out here. It's not too bad, actually. It's pretty good. My glasses are filthy as usual. I want to talk to you a little bit about the writing. I'm getting tired of it. 2016 is the last time I think it was 2016. I did publish one thing. 2016 is when I first published. Or was it the last time I published? I don't remember. That's bad. I should be putting out more stories. Now I've got a lot of things that are in progress, works in progress, but my perfectionism is kicking my butt. I just need to get the stories written and get them out there. I've been studying structure a lot. And I think it's actually fed my perfectionism more than anything. So getting all that stuff out of my head without losing what I've learned, that's the trick. So anyway, my plan this week, and I'm putting this on record so that, you know, as a reminder to myself, but I figure if I put it out there, if anybody wants to hold my feet to the fire and hold me accountable, feel free to leave a comment. That would be great. But my goal is this week to write a little bit every day, at least. At least if it's nothing but 5 minutes. I mean, come on. I do write stuff in my journal, no problem. But it's just random BS, right? So I figure I've really got to get the stories done. And nobody's going to do them for me. I've got to do them. I'm not using AI. I refuse. AI is good for research. And actually, it does a better job answering questions than Google does, because Google comes back with a whole bunch of BS and never answers the question. So it's a lot cleaner that way, but that's about all. I mean, would you want to read a story written by a robot? Some people maybe don't care. I don't know. Maybe we've been actually watching stories or movies that were written by robots because, you know, the people are the last to know about anything, and that would explain a lot of the crappy endings these movies have. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Every day, a little bit every day at least. And like my photography that I'm working on, learning how to edit videos better, how to edit photos, how to take better pictures. This is a hobby that I've picked up recently. I've always kind of liked it, but I'm really more intentional and focused on it. But I don't want it to be at the sacrifice of my writing or my money-making efforts, as in finding client work or writing content. So it's a balancing act, and I swear sometimes I think I'll be managing 3 balls, and then before you know it, somebody throws another one in there, and I'm going, and I toss them all up in the air, and everything goes to, you know what, in the handbasket. So anyway, that is a struggle that I have. I don't know if you guys have a struggle with that, if that is something that impacts you. Let me know. Tell me about it in the comments below. And if you've come across any kind of a solution other than just doing the work. I know we're always looking for, especially me, I'm always looking for shortcuts, quick ways to get stuff done, and that's not how it gets done. It gets done when you do it. Now, I would love, sure, and a lot of you guys out there probably are the same way. I would love to be able to make money writing all my fiction entirely. But that's not realistic from my point of view, from what I'm seeing right now. So, yeah. That's a joke. You gotta make stuff to get it out there, right? So, making this video for you guys is part of that, because I gotta get this out there. I really do. And I'm hoping to find other writers that maybe struggle with the same thing. What is it, the same? Misery loves company. But I don't want to be miserable either. So I'm hoping that we can lift each other up and encourage each other in the writing, no matter what kind of writing you do. And if it's important to you, then you need to do it. So I'm hoping that by encouraging you, it will encourage me to finish what I start, to get it done, and to get all of these stories that are in my head and then are on my computer, get them out there for the rest of the world. And I'll let the world decide whether they hate them or like them. I have some stories that I made. One of my first stories that I published is actually one of the best performing, I should say. And people seem to like it. I get reviews. But it's out there in a sea of other stories, and I'm not promoting it like I should be. All of these different things, they pile up in my head, and they get between me and the writing, and that's not good either. So, one step at a time. Today, my goal while I'm here, because none of us are promised tomorrow, right? What I'm doing today is I'm intentionally writing on my works in progress, my short story. I'm trying a new method for this story. What it is who is it? Oh, I'm trying to think. It was a writing program put out by Nick Stevenson, and he partnered with another guy, and I can't think of his name. I can see his face, but I can't think of his name. It'll come to me later. Anyway, he put together something called Story Engines, which essentially is a 7-point outline is essentially what it is. But it is a plotting method. And I've got the idea, the basic storyline that I've written out, that I think will jive. It seems to jive, all the plot holes and everything. There's no plot holes or anything that I can see. But in the writing of it, I kept it, I didn't do each and every scene that needs to be written. I allowed myself a little freedom in that because I'm more of an exploratory writer. But there is a way of doing it where you can have the best of both worlds, so it's like a skeleton type thing. And if as I'm writing I come across inspiration to change it, I'm going to change it. The plot has to fit my vision as such as it is, which I don't know personally what my vision is for the story. I have an idea, I think, where it's going. My subconscious obviously knows, because it'll come in and bump and add different things. Oh, wouldn't it be cool if it did this, that, and the other? And if it makes sense, then we explore that tunnel. We explore that cave. Or that line of the cave. What do they call that? The, yeah, I can't think of what it's called. But that area of the cave, you know, you go different areas of the cave. Or you plant a seed that you don't know what it is, and you wait for it to spring up, and you realize whether it's a weed or a flower, that kind of thing. Gardening, I like gardening and architect is a description of my method, but I will write a little bit, and then I will edit. And I'll write and edit. And then I think of something, I'll go back in and add it, you know. Kind of like digging it out and then going back in, editing as you go. And now that I think about it and I talk about it that way, that's actually how Dean Wesley Smith writes when he talks about cycling. He'll write about 500 or so words. He'll go back in and make any additions, or if as he's writing he thinks of anything that needs to be added back that he didn't do, he'll go back in the manuscript and go, so that by the time he's done with the story, it's all complete. So, That's kind of the way I've been doing things. It's not helping with the productivity, but I don't think it's my writing method. I think it's the fact that I'm not actually sitting my butt down and writing. I'm working on other things, doing other things. And my poor writing has suffered, so no more. Today is a new day, and after I get done with this video, which will be just a minute or two, hang on. If you've stuck with me this far, we are kindred spirits. And if you haven't already, please click like and subscribe so we can always be together. And so anyway, after I'm done with this and put it up, because it won't take much to edit, you're going to get it ugly, warts and all. Then I will get the story done. So I can't think of anything else right now I want to talk about. No, I think it's a good place to start. So if you're putting off your writing, or if it's sitting in there in the corner of your computer collecting dust, digital dust, dig it out and work on it today. Even if you do nothing but 5-10 minutes, I encourage you to get out there and get that story, because the world needs to hear your stories too. So until next time, be blessed, and I will see you later. Bye.